I'm looking at the Bosch GOP 18V-28, which is an 18-volt cordless multi-tool, an oscillating multi-tool. Now, we bought this one and we bought it as a bare unit, saved the cost, and I just matched it up with one of my existing 18-volt batteries. Now, I've actually had this machine for a few years now in the corded version, so I'll be very interested to see how this cordless version matches up to that, if you like. It's got the same Starlock system you see in the Fine and in the Festal, and also the Metabo now, so it seems to me that all German manufacturers are sticking together and they're all using this system. So you just pull the side handle, prime it, load it up if you like, and then give it a little click and it goes on. The one thing I've noticed straight away is if you try to get this blade to go on like that, because that battery's in the way, you can't quite get the angle to make it click. So you can either do it without the battery on it, and then you'll notice that it will go on straight away, or you can of course just move the battery off the edge and do it like that. But just a bit of a funny little quirk that, and I guess that's probably the reason why when you look at things like the Festal and the Fine, you see that back end is cocked up slightly to remove that battery, so that it just makes that job easier. That's probably all there is in it. Other than that, a nice slimline machine. I've got the cool pack battery on it. This has got the Bosch EC motor in it, which is basically their version of a brushless motor. I'd say the battery's a little bit loose in there. So it's a very pared back looking machine, but quite comfortable to use. It's got a nice LED light on it, comes on automatically when you start working. So that's a useful feature on most of these machines, I'd say. I've got this now. So it's worth pointing out that this supports Starlock and Starlock Plus, but not the Starlock Max. So if you've got Starlock Max blades hanging around, they won't fit this machine. And of course, it's not backward compatible for the OIS system blades, so you're basically stuck with the Starlock system if you buy this machine. But then if you're buying this machine, you probably want that higher power anyway. So let's cut the cackle and get out there and do something.
That was like hot knife through butter, wasn't it?
I loved it, yeah. I never used that phrase, but it was good.
Oh, what phrase do you use then?
Like a multi-tool for a piece of software.
Speed 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plenty of power in there, and it's a little bit heavier
than some other machines that I've tried, similar size. Really like the Starlock, and the side lever is a very handy idea. It's not going to flick down on your hands like some of the other ones. That problem with the battery being there means you can't click on to the Starlock, so you can't do a kind of one-handed load unless you slide it off the edge. Batteries, let's talk about batteries, because this is the cool pack. This is the battery with more ventilation in it that keeps cooler. So if you're running this for a long time, then it is definitely an advantage having that cool pack battery. So all in all, I'd say pretty good tool. The only thing I would say is the way they've got this designed with the air vents there is if you're holding it there, you're covering up the air vents, which is a little bit of an issue, I guess, if it started to get hot, but hopefully you're not going to be running it for that long. Vibration wise, not bad, not the best, but it feels reasonably comfortable. But with all these machines, I'd say limit your use, give yourself a rest from it, because they are high vibration tools. Even the best of them are still high vibration tools, so you don't want to be using them for several hours a day. So I'd say that if you're running this 18V Bosch platform already, then this is a natural choice, because you can buy just the naked body as we did. It's a good tool, no doubt about it. How it compares with other tools, you can find out in our 9-tool showdown at the end of this series. We're doing all 9 tools up against each other, so you'll find out which ones performed best.